Alright, today we are going to play the Dino Might deck. So red, green, Gruul. Again, I'm going to try to over-explain as much as I can. Uh, I guess the premise behind this is I've got a lot of friends that are new to Magic, and sometimes I just want them to play better. so, so I'm going to over-explain what I'm doing, and hopefully, can always refer them back to these videos, and maybe they become better Magic players, maybe not. We'll see. So in our opening hand here, we don't have green. We do have an early play in red. It's a bit risky on the play. On the draw, I might consider it more, so we're going to mulligan. This is better. What to pitch? I'm going to throw a land back. Yeah, that should work. Okay, what is our opponent playing? Simic. Alright, fun. Okay, so I was hoping to get some early draws, early plays on a draw there, and I guess didn't show up. So maybe shouldn't have pitched the land back. Oh, they're rampant. Okay, there's another land, so at the very least we have something to do next turn. So maybe they might cheat something out that's a little bit more expensive. Nope. They are just playing and exploring Merfolk Scout. And following up with another Merfolk Scout. Alright, so we've got one of two plays. We can play this, which would give target creature control menace until end of turn. Or I can play this, which, if we can get it to stick, I like our chances in Simic. It's going to give us a better payoff here. So let's get that out. And it can block these. I forget if there's any tricks in there, so let's see if they attack into this. I think they're just playing everything out. Yeah, so they are going much wider, and we are slowly deploying our creatures to try to catch up to a board state here. Okay, so that's good. They don't attack. So now we get access to 4, 5, 6, potentially 7 mana. We're not going to cast anything. We're not double spelling, essentially. So I don't have to play a land immediately. I can play in my second main. So we probably want something more defensive. They're not going to have any flyers. We want something that can line up well against the trade, because we're not in attack mode. We are on the back foot. So I'll probably play something with a bigger butt here. And play land for turn, and no attacks, pass. So next turn we get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we draw a 4-drop or a 3-drop, we can double spell. So a lot of the small decisions you make, okay, return to hand. Okay, that's fine. A lot of the small decisions you make will change the course of the game. So they're not attacking, so that's favorable for us. So we can play a 5-drop and a 3-drop. I'll probably do that. So we have access to this 2 mana only for this phase, so we definitely want to cast at least one spell. We're not going to attack, so there's no reason to hold this back. We don't need to reveal another creature because we already control a dinosaur and we gain 3 life. Alright, so it's kind of a stale board state. There's no favorable attacks, so we're just going back and forth. Alright, let's draw, because if you draw, you have a little bit more information to make better informed decisions. And we probably want that. That's got the most gas. So we can put a creature and or land, and that was pretty sweet. So now we have access to, oh shoot, we forgot to deal 2 damage. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. We have a 4-drop, a 5-drop, and a 3-drop. So at this stage we're probably going to play the more expensive card. We don't have any tricks to hold back. We're not going to be swinging in, so we'll just play it out. And then at our end step, actually our opponent's end step. We're going to add a stop here to remind ourselves to tap this to deal 2 damage to each opponent. So that'll at least give us a turn to clock. Alright, so our opponent knew to do that because it untaps when a crime's committed. Alright. And then they follow it. Okay, that's a good card. Alright, so I'm glad I put that stopper there. So now we activate this and let that resolve. Do 2 damage to them. Alright, what do we draw? Okay. So I am just curious how this interaction works. So when it enters target creature you control gains menace until end of turn, and then this can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. So I always wanted to know what the heck happens if you give it menace too. So we'll find out. Do they have to block with 5 creatures? I don't know. We don't need to play a land for turn. We don't have any tricks. This isn't attacking, so it's not going to put any stuns. So we'll play that potentially in the second main phase. Put another end stop for our panicked Altasaur. So if we swing with this, what and how do they offer the blocks here? Do they need at least 4 blockers? I'm assuming so. So there's 2. It must be blocked by at least 3. There's 3, but then it has menace on top of that. Okay, so it doesn't stack. Alright, so that's interesting. So we can kill one of these, but for science, that was definitely worth the experiment. We'll just put that first. Okay. Yeah, try to remove as much power from the board. We'll follow it up. Do we need to keep this hand in card? Sure. This is more of a bluff to our opponent. We want them to not feel necessarily safe. So we have this end step stop. So we just do a 2 damage. So that might be our win condition if the game goes long enough. All right. Here we go. So we get 2 mana. So we might as well use this because we always cast this for the free mana. Try to find some gas. Oh, that is a lot of gas. We are pouring some gasoline all over this board. Don't counter it. All right, let's go. How many other... Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, so we can have potentially... So don't forget that end step there. We're only going to cast 1 other spell, and it could be this. So we want to do that at instant speed. So we're going to offer... just to go buck wild, just because where we're at. So they have a favorable trade. We might be able to trick them there. They'll have to... I don't know. It's... And we can also offer this. It could potentially trick them to keep our creature because it would get +3/+3. So let's see how they block. The decisions matter on their end as well. And then we can respond as needed. So the double blocking there. I don't really need the 2 mana each turn. I do want this to stick around because it's a form of, crowd control. I'm okay letting that go through. So with those declared blocks, we'll cast this instant and see how our opponent responds. Okay, so they return to hand. That's fine. I'm okay with that because we can just play it back out. Alright, so that was combat. Okay, so a lot of the times you want to make decisions, by swinging first to see how your opponent reacts. And then you can, assuming you have the mana for it, you can follow it up with better informed decisions. So I'm going to probably repeat that over and over because I want my buddies to have that lesson, sink in. So at the end step, we'll do 2 damage. Again, we're in pretty good shape here. All right. So we can obviously double spell. We have all the mana in the world. We don't have any more tricks. So what we're going to do is just play these cards out. Doesn't matter because we're not going to be swinging. hoping to get more tricks, but we have 4 turns to win with the Panic Altasaur anyways. Alright, so I like our position here. And get that clock going here. Alright, that's what we want. So this will give us a more favorable attack. So we're honestly just trying to get over to the finish line. So we'll give this creature menace until end of turn, and then swing in with some menace guys and hold back with our pinger. See how our opponent chooses to block or not block. It's not looking too good for them. Oh, maybe they rope out. Yeah. What's the word? Disparity. Desperation. I can understand that feeling. So maybe they stepped away. Oh, no, they're here. Okay, that's a good block. They got to block with 2 more creatures. So really, we're just trying to remove creatures from their side of the board, and whatever sticks, we're happy with, right? Okay. That's fine. That's a correct order. Put that in front. Yep. And then where are they at? Dead. Alright. Good game. That was fun. Alright. I'll see ya.